I survived 100 days in hardcore, and in that time I've built a massive trading hall, a futuristic skyscraper surrounded by floating islands, a beacon that is one chunk big, and even Dwayne Johnson. Yeah, I have no life, okay? So if you want to see how I go from nothing to building all of this, then sit back, relax, and enjoy the movie.
Well, here we are. That's a big hole. A new world and a new land to conquer. Got some nice hills here. Big cave. Lots of sheep. A nice little lake. Okay, not bad, not bad. Time to get some wood. Ah, here it is. The first tree. Rest in peace. So, one thing you should know is that I've never played hardcore before. I've played survival a couple times, but in all honesty, I'm more of a creative mode player. So, this should be interesting. I'm sorry, sheep. Your time's come. I definitely have a lot of plans for big projects and stuff I want to do. So, if you want to see that stuff, then stick around. But before we can do anything, we need to get the most useful item in the whole game. Try and guess what our item is. Behold. The shield. Now this is literally the most useful item in the game. I'm not even joking. When you're starting off a new world, this thing is what you're gonna want. Ah. Be gone, foul beast. Oh my god, there's so many mobs in here. Haha, this thing is deep. Oh my god. I don't really want to go down there straight away. Need a bit more iron first. At least a full set of armor. Chest plates. Helmets. We got full iron. I suppose I should start working on a house now. Okay, I think I'm going to build the house here. Time to start laying the foundations.
1, 2, 3.
I have such a cool idea for how this house is gonna look. Okay, I've got a nice little porch area now. And now for the windows. I'll clean up these beaches later, I promise. I promise. Any mistakes will just add character to it. And I don't know why, but stripped wood just looks so much better than planks. Because, I mean, they both have their own kind of uses. Like, you don't want too much stripped wood. You want to mix it in with some planks. Like, when I think of, like, a log cabin, stripped wood is the way to go. But when you're thinking, like, modern flooring and stuff, you're going to think, like, wooden planks. So I guess they're both good in their own right. A brand new day. More iron to smelt and more creepers to destroy. What I can do here is surround the torch with iron nuggets and we get lanterns, which is very snazzy. Bit more expensive, but worth it for the aesthetic. Amazing. Now for the roof. One thing that everyone should craft. It's a stone car. Only requires 3 stone and 1 iron ingot, but it'll save you a lot more stone later down the line. Pretty much just lowers the price compared to the crafting tables prices. There's no point in not making one. Voila! And as you can see, amazing. Beautiful. Outstanding. Okay, I've done the trim of the roof. Now I just gotta fill it in. I'm gonna need a lot of birch. Might as well move my stuff inside now. And just like that, the house is complete. Honestly, I think it's alright. I'm proud of myself. Inside, we got the stone cutter, furnace, crafting table and stuff, and my bed in the corner. I might do something here actually. Perfection. Now there's one more thing that I need to add to my base before the video ends, and that, my friend, is farms. Now I think I'll start off with like a basic wheat farm since there's plenty of grass around my base for that. And then after I've grown the wheat from the farms, I can start getting animals like cows and stuff. Pigs, on the other hand, I'll need carrots, and for carrots I need to find a village. And to find a village, I need to explore the great vast world around me. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a wheat farm for now. Peak Minecraft experience right here. I cut grass with my bare hands. If I get like 25 seeds, I can make a single cell wheat farm. By single cell, I mean like the amount of... That squid just died. Yeah, by cell, I mean like the max amount of wheat you can grow from one water source block. Or if I wanted to be fancy, I could just make it along the riverbank. Nah, I'll do the farms up here. I want to do something special along the riverbank. Maybe not this video, but next video for sure. I'll make a little pier or something. I think I should do for now. I've got half a stack of seeds, and now I can start making the farms. I need a bucket, and a bucket requires iron, and iron requires me going back to the mines. Actually, I've mined out all the iron from these, so I might go looking for another cave. I think I see one up there. Oh, is that a cave? No, it's just a rather disappointingly sized hole. I thought that was a village, because it's just a very square looking hill. I thought it was a building. I found a cave though. Just another disappointingly sized hole. This time with water. What is that I see? A village and a pillager outpost in the same render distance? I'm shocked, stunned, and thoroughly surprised. Found a cave, though it is night time and I'm running low on hunger. But I have iron armor, so I'll be fine. Yippee! I just remembered I'm in hardcore. Why did I jump down here? What am I doing? This episode may or may not release. But if you're seeing it, then everything turned out okay. Need one more iron. I can make a bucket. A bucket. Yes! I'm going to be greedy and get more iron because it's here, so why not, right? This stuff's kind of rare around my house anyway, so I'll take all I can get. Just gonna calmly walk out of this cave and hopefully not die on the way home. And that is a pretty big wish, since I am close to the bottom of the world in a pit full of spikes, surrounded by zombies and creepers that want to kill me. I'll be fine. Yeah, looks like I'm safe. Spoiler alert, I wasn't safe. You see guys, I did a thing called a big brain move. And that big brain move was not writing down. Oh my god! Fuck! Oh my... Please. Please. I am shaken. That definitely didn't traumatize me for life. I'm not even putting on a reaction for like the camera and everything. I thought it was all over. Because I can't run as well because of my hunger. So I just went through every stage of grief at the same time. I just accepted my fate. And then somehow I didn't die, even though I wasn't using my shield. And the creeper's directly behind me. After a long night of nearly getting blown the hell up, I can finally rest. Ugh. Oh, okay, stop striking like directly next to my house, bro. This game doesn't even want me to die, it just wants me to be scared. Nice little wheat farm here. Looks better than just the squares I had earlier, so I'd say it looks alright. Just gotta wait for the wheat to grow there. That village I saw in the last episode. But before I do that, I want to make that little pier I was talking about as well. Okay, here's the plan of action. First off, I'm going to build a pier along here, and then I'm going to check out that village. Okay, so I'm going to do some off-camera resource gathering, and I'll cut back when I'm ready to start the pier. Okay, I did some quick resource gathering off camera. Okay, it wasn't that quick, I spent like an hour. I got some logs, some iron, and some cobblestone. I put this in this chest right here because this is where I'm going to build the dock. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. And I'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this. Okay, so I've marked where the port's gonna go. Okay, so I've marked along like the coast, and now I need to build out to where it's gonna go out to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I marked the port. Now it's time to fill it in. I'll probably change this to spruce when I find a spruce forest, and I can get the juicy spruce wood from there. But for now, we gotta stick with oak. It's okay. It's okay so far. I'm definitely gonna add some more stuff to it. Like fences, lanterns, trapdoors, all that good stuff. So, just like so. I have a different idea, actually. So I'm just using boring old fences to maybe be a little bit more snazzy. There we go. Now that is fancy. Now let's see how this looks. It's already a whole lot better, honestly, I can't lie. Now for the trapdoors and then the lanterns. So I think what I'm gonna do is place trapdoors around the outside of the tops like this. There we go. This is all gonna bring it all together. And then with the lanterns, it's just gonna be perfection. Oh my god, this is gonna be great. And if you do actually like the design of what I'm doing, you can just like follow along. But I'm sure you can find a better tutorial for like a port. I honestly think this looks really nice. Like, it's not the best, but it adds to my base visually. And also the extra light source will keep the mobs away. Hooray! Wouldn't that be wonderful? Perfection. Let me have a look at this from far away. By far away, I mean like actually far away, not just on this mound. Now that is great. I mean, it's just a little thing, but it adds so much to the base. But yeah, I'm happy with it. Now that the pier is done, I think it's about time we venture to our village. Also, just a side note, if you want me to keep in all of my resource gathering and stuff like in the video, just let me know in the comments, because I was just working on seeing if I cut it out, the videos would be more entertaining, since, you know, resource gathering is kind of monotonous and all. I'd rather just keep in the interesting stuff, like building. But, you know, if you want to see that too, then just let me know. Pretty big village, honestly. Tons of hay bales, I need those. I'm sorry, bro. I need these hay bales. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep these villagers trapped in their houses, and what I'm going to do then is try and find some redstone and some iron, because then I can make rails, and then with rails I can make a minecart track that goes back to my base. My base doesn't actually seem that far away, it's just over there. So then I'll be able to transport the villagers over there and make a trading hall. I think there's one in there already. Oh, no, go back in. Thank you. Ding ding dong. Come on, go in your house, dude. Okay, well, I've got a good few villagers trapped in their houses. I'll come back later when I have the rails. Yeah, this is pretty far away from the village. I might need to spend quite a while getting rails. Well, it's the morning. You know what that means. It's time to go to the mines. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to brighten this up in post. How does one get down into a massive cave? That's just a question. I guess I could go down here. Well, okay, I guess that's one way to do it. Gold! Perfect. Lots and lots of gold, just what I need. I wonder if I find any diamonds down here. I might. There's a lot of lava. Ow. Just as I said that. Holy shit! Okay, let's run through what just happened. I was mining iron. I was like, I wonder if I'll find any diamonds down here. I found diamonds, and then it got blown the hell up. Oh my god, that was an emotional roller coaster, in the literal meaning of the word. Oh, well, boys, we got diamonds. Most prestigious achievement in Minecraft history. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this back. I'm going to prepare, and I'm going to gather some resources off camera. When I cut back, I'll either be dead, or we'll be able to make the railway. See you then, I guess. Okay, so got back from mining, and it was a pretty crazy experience. But I did manage to get some materials, got some gold, was able to make most of the rails. I don't know if this is enough, but it's all I could get, and I wasn't gonna risk trying to get any more. Oh, no thank you, no thank you. First thing I'm gonna do is make a diamond pickaxe. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll place this iron pickaxe. Yeah, I'll probably put them in the mountain, and I can have the railway just go above the land. And yeah, we should be good. Okay. This is where the villagers are gonna go temporarily. Now I just need to build the actual railway. You know what time it is? It's time-lapse time! Okay, so after hours and hours of running between the mines and this bridge, I've finally done it. Now all I need to do is make a minecart, travel down there, and bring the villagers home. Time to get a villager. Easy, sir, would you come with me? Into the minecart. Oh! Yes! Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. He's going fast. Come back here. Oh no. Well, let's hope this villager doesn't end up dying. Okay, he has arrived at the base. Should be good to just put him in a hole. On his own. Okay. It's one villager down, one more to go. Okay, that was a lot harder than I expected it to be, but I finally got the other villager. So now that we have two, we can make a villager breeder, and... Okay, I know what to do. So what I need is just to make a farm, turn these guys into farmers, and then we should be good to go. This, however, is I'm gonna have to take this down. Alright, to save you the bore, I'm just gonna cut until I've taken this down. Okay, that took a while, but I was able to completely mine the railway. Now comes the task of building the village breeder. So all I need is a lot of dirt and seeds, and yeah. Hey dudes, it's alright, you're gonna be free in a minute. Well, as free as you can get being behind this wall. I might just replace the floor with dirt. Hey dudes, free to walk around if you want. I'd recommend getting to know each other because you're gonna be here for quite a long time. Okay, there we go. Hey dudes. Let me go and get another upside down stair real quick. Should probably get some of my seeds from here as well. So satisfying. There we go. Ah, okay. And now I can just till all of this soil, and so I can plant the seeds. I'll admit it's not fancy, but it should work. Bada bing, bada boom, pow pow. Hey, 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 I'm watching you. I brought you some composters. You guys become farmers? Yes! Okay, we're getting somewhere. And now they should just automatically do the deed at some point. Okay, so it turns out in the last episode, I didn't build the villager breeder correctly. And looking back on it, that was kind of dumb. Because I thought all you needed to do was make a farm. But now, I found out I didn't even put beds in there. So what I'm gonna do is before I do anything, I'm gonna build a villager breeder that actually works. Alright, well, without further ado, let's get to it. Yeah, so what I need is I need a bunch of glass, some slabs, some beds, and rails. Which I have tons of rails from when I destroyed the railway. Because on the tutorial that I watched, it turns out that the villagers don't even need to be farmers. All they need is beds, and some foods, and they're pretty much good. But I found a really efficient design. I'll link the creator who made the tutorial in the description so you can watch it yourself. Now that I've got all the materials I need to make the villager breeder, we can finally begin building it. And just like that, the villager breeder should be done. All I need to do now is get the villagers into it, and yeah, we should be great. Okay, good sirs, if you would please pack up your stuff and get into the minecart. Okay, that's one down. There we go. Yes! Aha! You are both trapped. It's working! It's working! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes! It's finally working. Well, now that the villager breeder is actually working, I can finally start on the trading hall. The first thing I'm gonna need is, and I kid you not, 10 stacks of lime-stained glass. Well, I think it's about time we get to it then. Here we go. Okay, it took a while, but I finally got the 10 stacks of sands. Well, I got 10 and a half stacks. Okay, well that's the sand done. Now I need the lime dye. Luckily, due to the crafting recipe of stained glass, we only need 74. All I need to do is smelt this cacti and smelt the glass. It turns out that I also need white dye in order to make lime dye. I guess I need to go get some white dye now. Okay, so I finally finished with the smelting, and after I finished smelting, I also managed to get some bone meal too. So that means we can finally finish making the lime-stained glass. Okay, now I need 6.5 stacks of stone. Okay, I just finished getting the stone, smelted it, and turned it into bricks. Now I can put that into the chest, and see what's next on the list. The next thing on the list is actually pretty awkward to get because it requires going to the nether. So I guess what I'm going to have to do now is build a nether portal and venture into hell. That took a long time, expectedly. Here we go. I am beyond terrified. This could be the end of my series for good. I could walk in here and not walk back out, but, well, there's only one way to find out. Here we go. Okay, I'm in a relatively enclosed space. I am so scared, but what I do need is quartz and glowstone. I'm gonna need so much quartz. I have to be beyond careful here. Yeah, there's tons of hoglins in the forest. Okay. That was absolutely terrifying, but I'm gonna have to go back there again. Yippee. Okay, it took a while, but I was able to get everything I needed from the nether. And thank God, because I don't need to go back there again. But yeah, I got the quartz and the glowstone, and that one piece of soul sand for the water elevator that's gonna go into the trading hall. And now all I need is some different wood types. I need some spruce, I need some oak, and I need some dark oak too, which might be pretty difficult because I've only seen like a savanna, a normal forest, and a jungle so far, but I haven't seen any tiger biomes or roofed forests. I have to do a bit of exploring, which is, you know, nice and fun, especially when I'm not having to explore the nether anymore. There it is, and that is a big spruce forest. There we go. And we should be good now for spruce. Okay, so there's just a couple more kind of little things I need to get. So I'll come back when I get those and then we can start construction. Okay, so I've finished getting the materials and I think it's about time we get to building. Here we go. In my last video, I built a massive trading hall for my villagers that took days to build and get the materials for. But that made me realise I can build bigger and better mega projects if I do one thing. And that is to get maxed gear. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is get diamonds, since I don't even know how I haven't got diamonds yet. Bro! Oh my god. Oh my god. Much better. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do now is move the villagers from the breeder into the trading hall, because then I can trade with the librarians and get enchantments. Alright, come on guys. Oh, that's one gone. There we go. First villager in the trading hall. It's a new home, bro. Get comfy. I'm just going to grind this guy up for a bit so he gets an enchantment that I want. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that was my third try and I already got mending. Okay. Well, poggers, I guess. Next villager, here I come. In you go. Yeah! Finally! Oh my god. We got efficiency 5, boys. For 26 emeralds too. Oh my god. It's 26 emeralds. Hell yeah. So one thing that I found out just after I got the efficiency 5 trade was that I didn't lock in any of my other trades for the villagers. Which meant as soon as I came out of that menu and I checked the other villagers, all of their trades were completely different. So what I had to do is I had to go through each villager again to get the trades that I wanted. Oh my god. Okay, so I finally filled my trading hall. Well, nearly filled it. I haven't done these bits yet because I'm gonna have villagers in here, but I've done the main booths. So right now I have mending, unbreaking 3, feather falling 4, respiration 3, protection 4, sharpness 5, silk touch, fire aspect 2, and efficiency 5. And to get these levels of enchantments all together in one place is no easy task. You need so much patience with these guys. It's actually insane. First off though, I need to create some sort of XP grinder or mob farm, just because enchanting this gear is going to use up quite a few levels. Let me just collect a bit of wood. Perfect. Now I can finally start building the mob grinder. Okay, I finally finished building the mob grinder, and I think it's safe to say that it's working successfully. But when I need levels, I'm going to come up here, grind for a bit, and then enchant another piece of gear, and do that until I'm fully enchanted. Okay, after a couple hours of grinding emeralds, I finally got enough to probably fully upgrade my tools, at least my tools. Hopefully my armor too, but I'm not really sure. I should be able to get my armor enchanted too. Boom. Alright, here you go, Barry. Gonna need a few more levels actually. There you go. Got a max axe. Okay, that used up like all my levels, but I finally maxed out the armor. But we're still not done, because there's one more thing that we need to do, and that's turn all of this into netherite. Oh man, how did you get in here? The doors are closed. I need to go low. 1, 2. 1, 2. Oh, I could die. I'm gonna die. found ancient debris! There's some over there as well. There's some. Goodbye. I just found that just randomly. And run away. Talking their language. Damn. Turns out his wife cheated on him. Poggers! And here we go. I put it next to the anvil. There we go. Here goes nothing. Just start with the pickaxe. Alright, Larry. You're about to ascend. There it is. The first piece of Netherite. About to get the advancement. Here we go. I'm ready. Okay, so if we're gonna beat this dragon, the first thing I'm gonna need is to get totems. Let's check the loot though. It's got a horn. See how this sounds. Hey, not bad, not bad. Here we go. Here's the first wave. Oh, there's a lot of them. Weak. Ow. Stop shooting me, man. Hey, teamwork. Oh, no, they got a Ravager. Oh! Well, I think I lost the raid. Well, you know what that means. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I got the Ravager. Come on. Another totem. Run away. I'm gonna need this totem. Oh my god, oh my god. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is harder than beating the Ender Dragon. Like, really. Like, if I didn't have this totem, I would have had to put finale in the title of this one. Please be the last wave. Yeah! I literally died doing that raid. I'm gonna go home now. Okay, now the next thing I have to do is go to the Nether and find the Nether Fortress so that I can get Blaze Rods and make Eyes of Ender. Found a fortress. There we go. These guys are pretty much a piece of cake with fire resistance potions. Well, time to head home. Alright, time to go to my gold stash. There we go. Alright, time to trade with piglins for like an hour. Excuse me, sirs, would you like to trade? Get in the hole. Get in the hole. Take it all. Yes! Okay, now it's time to craft the Eyes of Ender and find the stronghold. Here we go. This way. Please don't crack. Okay. Guess we're sailing now. Actually, something I'm gonna need to get from this village. One thing I'm gonna need, which is gonna help me fight the dragon and make the fight a lot easier, is beds. Oh! Alright, I think we found the stronghold now. Time to go there. They say never dig straight down, but I have a totem of undying, so I should be fine. Oh, I found diamonds on the way here. Might as well get them while I'm here. I found it. Time to look for the portal room. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was easy. Okay, well, here we go. come on, I'm one short. I have some blaze powder, so I'll just look for an enderman. Okay, I got the last ender pearl that I need. Just slap that on there, and here we go. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. Wish me luck, guys. This is gonna be intense. Explosion actually got him. A bit lower. A bit higher. There we go. Oh, it is really trying to kill me right now. I can shoot under the railing. There we go. Ah, I can get that one. A bit higher. Perfect. Let's get this one. And there's one up there. Ah, perfect shot. I think that's it, honestly. Oh, nice one up there. Okay. Oh! Okay, let me just... I got that one. And there's one up there. That's the last one. Time to fight the dragon. Ow! My time to shine. Ah! Oh, the clutch! Holy Jesus. Thank God for feather falling. And this dragon is making a lot of noise. Swerving. Come on. Come on. Just a bit more. Just a little bit more. Ah, nearly, nearly. One more perch and we're good. Or we could get it with the boat. Or we could get it with the bow. Yes! Oh my god, I beat the dragon. Yes! Oh my god. We did it. We beat Minecraft hardcore. Oh, let me get that juice experience. Oh my god. We did it. Bro. This is the craziest 2 weeks of my entire life. Yeah, we did it, guys. I don't really know how to get the dragon egg. Wait, I think I know how to get it. There we go. Got the egg. It's time to leave. Here we go. This is my house. Now, for someone who has just started their world, this would be pretty decent. But I have beaten the game, got max gear, and already built a massive build project. So we need to change this. In this video, I'm going to upgrade my hardcore house and transform it into something worthy of being called my main base. Okay, first off, there's something I want to show you because someone actually made me a custom resource pack with my own custom totals. So let's have a look. Wait a sec. What's this? I think I have the wrong resource pack on. There we go, that's better. So yeah, someone made me my own custom totems, just like sand diction. Anyway, I think it's about time that we go and get the elytra now. See if we can get the clutch. Time to go to the end. Alright, let's find this ends gateway. Here we go. We are now in the greater end. Finally found one. That took like hours. Whoa. Oh, I didn't know you could whack those things. There we go. Oh my god. We gotta get up there. Oh my god, that's a lot of shulkers. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. We shouldn't fly that far. Wait a minute. There we go. And goodbye. Oh god, the dragon heads. I literally completely forgot about this. Hey. Here it is. We got the elytra, boys. Oh my god, that looks so dope. Here we go. Whoa! We be flying though. Ah, this is sick. Oh my god. I think it's about time we head home and get some enchantments on this thing. Red Bull. Gives you wings. Okay, now I finally got mending and unbreaking 3 on my elytra. Next up is to begin construction on the base. Oh, guess we should start now. Now this is around 1/10 of the grass that we're gonna need. I sure do have my work cut out for me. Oh my god. Peak Minecraft experience right here, guys. Okay, now I have a full shulker of grass. This isn't the exact amount of grass that I need, but I think the majority of the grass needed is just like, you know, the floor. The next thing on my list was white concrete, meaning I had to get sand, gravel, and white dye. Okay, now I finally have a full shulker box of sand. I need a full shulker box of gravel. I finally got all of the gravel that I need, so I can combine that with my sand and make the white concrete. So first, I will need white dye, but I should have enough of that from my mob grinder that has tons and tons of bones. I can easily turn into white dye there. Now all I need to do is turn all of my concrete powder into normal concrete. That took ages, but I finally turned all of my white concrete powder into white concrete. Now that I've made all of my white concrete, what I need next is some green concrete powder. Okay, I finally got the concrete powder that I need. Now all that I need to do is collect a couple more miscellaneous items and we can begin construction on the base. Okay, that took a really long time, but we finally have enough materials to start construction. Okay, now that I've cleared the area for it, we can finally start on actually building. Let's get to it then. Okay, so I've finally finished the base of the base. We've got the ground level sorted out. And this little hole here is where the base is going to go. Let's get to building the main part. Okay, so I finally finished the main tower, and honestly, I think it's looking pretty good so far. This took way too long to do, but we are still not done. because I'm going to have an arrangement of floating islands going around the skyscraper, and each island is going to be a different biome. What I need to do is go to each biome, get a bunch of blocks from that biome, and come back and start building each one of them. Right, so the first biome island that I'm going to make is the forest, and that should be pretty easy since, well, there's a forest right here. There we go. I should have some oak ones in my house, actually. There we go. Now I just need a bit of cobblestone and andesite. Okay, I have the stone, but one thing I'm gonna need to make my job a lot easier is to get a lot of scaffolding. And to get scaffolding, I need bamboo. There we go. I found a bamboo jungle. Also, if you've noticed a dip in enthusiasms from the beginning of the episode, that's probably because I'm 2 days into recording right now. This is my longest video yet. So please, if you do enjoy, subscribe because it means a lot. That helps the channel grow. And it's only just clicking a button, so yeah. This should be enough bamboo. Time to head home. Okay, time to craft this bamboo into scaffolding. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have more than enough. Alright, now that I have all the stuff that I need, I guess we can start work on the first island. Okay, so what I've done is I made myself a little platform here that I can put all my stuff on. Now I can begin work on the islands. Okay, so let's see how this looks. And honestly, I think it looks alright. Yeah, I guess the job done. Well, on to the next islands now. So the next on the list is the desert island. Okay, now I have all the materials I need to do the desert islands, because the desert island's going to be pretty small, so we don't really need much for it. It should be done pretty quick. Well, that's the desert islands done, and honestly, I think it looks alright. It's pretty small, but, you know, it gets the job done. I think the desert island looks pretty nice. Anyway, now what we have to do is we have to make the Badlands islands. Now, it should be fine, because we've got a Badlands just over there. Alright, and that should be it for the Badlands. Time to go and make the islands. Okay, I finally finished the Badlands Islands, and I honestly think it's pretty cool, because I had this little small island next to it with a bridge connecting, and yeah, I just think it turned out really well. Next island we've got to do is the Spruce Forest Island, which is going to go over here. So without further ado, let's get to it. I'm also going to need some pods on, but since this isn't a large tree spruce forest, I'm going to have to go to a bamboo jungle for that. So we could have gotten some of this earlier, but yeah, doesn't matter. We can still get it now. Alright, we're good to go. Well, let's get to work then, shall we? And with that, the Spruce Forest Island is complete. I think it turned out alright. Honestly, I'm pretty proud of it. And you may have noticed that there is, in fact, a stream of water that goes down here and goes all the way up to the top. And there is a chest here, but I cannot tell you what's in this chest. This chest will be opened when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you want to find out what's in the chest, and if you want to see some more awesome content from me. For now, we still have more work to do, and the next island we are doing is in fact the Mushroom Islands Floating Islands. Now this one might be a bit difficult to do, but I have actually found a mushroom island before when I was just exploring off camera, and it was just across the desert over there. Let's get straight to it then. Finally! That took longer than I expected. But, oh goddamn, this is a massive one. Well, we should have no trouble getting my ceiling. Hello, mate. You alright? I'll just eat some mushrooms and I'll be on my way. Alright, we should be good to go. Time to start work on the floating mushroom islands. So that's the mushroom islands done. And now what I have to do is build a ice spikes one, which is gonna go right next to it. Now we've got to find an ice spikes biome. There we go. Right, so I'm just gonna go grab some ice and some snow from here, and then we can work on the floating islands. Oh my god, that is an absolutely massive ice spike right there. Flipping it. Alright, we should be good to go. Let's head back to the base and make the ice spikes floating islands. Okay, so I finally finished making the ice spikes islands, and I think it turned out alright. Turned out pretty good. Got this little frozen ponds and, you know, the ice spikes, as well as the snow and the snow grass. So I only have 2 islands left to do, and that is the nether and end islands. And, well, of course I got to leave the end islands, you know, for the end. So the next islands that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the nether islands. And for that, I already have some nether blocks in my chest, or in my shulkers, from when I went to collect resources for this. So I guess we could already get started with this. All I really need to do is get some of the nether grass, you know, the red kind of grass stuff. Let's go to the nether. Luckily, the nether portal's right next to one of these forests, so we should have no problem getting some of the grass, or whatever this stuff is. Ketchup. I'll just grab a whole load of it. And also some of these as well. Oh, it should be good to go. Okay, now that we've gotten the nether grass and some warped fungus, we can finally start work on the nether islands. Then after that, we just got the end islands to do, and then we're done. Well, let's get to work. Right, now, to make this final island, we need to go back to the end. But first, we need to go to the nether and get a ghast tier, because we need to make an end crystal. The Yeezys have been equipped. Yes! Finally, a ghast tier. Right now, I just need a bunch of obsidian and some endstone, which I can get. Both of those from the end, so to the ends we go. Alright, let's make our way to the stronghold then. Back to the ends we go. Okay, I got a stack of obsidian. That should hopefully be enough. Now I just need some endstone and also some chorus plants actually. So I'm going to need to go through the ends gateway as well. Alright, time to head back. Alright, time to... Okay, I'm gonna stop saying time to. I know it's getting a bit obnoxious now. Let's build this island. Finally did it. Every single floating island, as well as the HQ. We got the forest one, the desert one, the badlands, the end, the nether, ice spikes, mushroom islands, and spruce forest, as well as our massive tower here. I filled a chunk with beacons. And this is how. So when most players make their first beacon, it's a pretty big accomplishment. But I wanted to do something a little bit bigger. And that was to not just make one beacon, but make 256. But first, we need to make our first normal beacon since it'll make getting the rest a whole lot easier. One thing that's going to be really useful is a beacon, and for that I'm going to need to go back to the Nether Fortress and get some wither skulls. Right, where are these wither skeletons at? Oh, there they are. Finally! That took way too long to get the first skull. But we got one, boys. 2 more left to go. Okay, now that I have all 3, I should be able to craft up a beacon. And literally, all I need to do now is fight the wither. I have an idea of how we're going to do this. Yippee! Okay, so there is a technique to fighting the wither that's pretty overpowered. And bro, no, it's not a gun. And it requires digging a tunnel under here. So if I line this up with the center, it should trap the wither when we spawn it in. This could be really, really bad. Here we go. Oh, we've trapped it. That is way too loud. Okay, so I should be able to just hit it. And it should just... Okay, this method is actually overpowered. What the hell? Well, that was easy enough. Let's use this. Bada bing. There we go. Now I just need a heck ton of iron to power this thing. So that's when I started work on the iron farm. Need to fill this in. And done. So I finished the iron farm, AFK'd overnight, and... yeah, it's barely any. With this amount of iron, we could probably start work on the beacon base. Alright, well, time to clear out a chunk. I'm glad I made the iron farm. This thing's gonna be massive. Here we go. The first of many. One done, 255 to go. So obviously I couldn't fill this chunk using the normal way of getting beacons. There was another way, and that was to build a wither skeleton farm. So all I had to do now was find a nether fortress. But there was one minor hiccup on the way there. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. That was close. Shortly after finding the nether fortress, I found where I was going to build the wither skeleton farm. Look at this noob. You can't see it, but he's actually following a tutorial right now. Bro's got a skill issue. Right, now that I've finished this part of the farm, I need to go up onto the nether roof to do the second part. Up we go. And it's complete. All I need to do is just wait here, kill the wither skeletons, and I'll eventually have enough nether stars. This could be a while. Alright, well, that took around a week, but I finally have enough skulls, and that means the last thing we need to do is kill all of the withers. Never killed 256 withers before, so I guess this will be a first. Looks like I've got my stuff, so let's do this. Oh my goodness. Now that we've got the nether stars, that doesn't mean that we're finished. What I need to do is make a beacon, give that beacon haste, and mine one of these pillars in the end. And that should give me enough obsidian to make all of the beacons. Let's see how quickly I can mine this. So from mining most of this pillar, I managed to get 12 stacks of obsidian, which should be enough for the beacons. Now all I really need to do is just get some glass together, and we can start filling in the chunk. Yeah, I have more than enough sand. I think it's about time that we craft our first stack of beacons. Here we go. Oh! Yeah! Oh my god, this just feels weird to do. Bro, look at all of it! Yeah! And just like that, we've officially filled a whole chunk with beacons. Oh my god. It's literally just like a wall of light. Don't click off, because we are not done yet. So we did fill the chunk, but before we're done, we should decorate it a little. And by decorate, I mean build a massive beacon that's one chunk big on top. So let's get some materials, shall we? It's time-lapse time! And we are done! Oh my god. This is absolutely insane. Oh my, that is crazy. We've got the small beacon. And then we got the big beacon. Recently, I have been really demotivated to keep working on my hardcore series. And I need to fix that. But how was I going to get myself motivated? Go outside, feel nature's winds brushing past my cheeks as I stare at the sunset? Nah, I haven't seen sunlight in years, and I'm not planning on seeing it now. No, what I was going to do is build the most motivational man I know. Dwayne Johnson. On top of a mountain, right in front of my house. Because with the rock staring at me as soon as I leave my front door, I would never be demotivated again. But how does one build a Dwayne Johnson in Minecraft? Well, at the time, I had no clue. At first, I thought I could make a three-dimensional, massive statue of him. But how was I going to do that? Well, lucky for me, there's this thing called Block Blender that lets you turn any 3D model you want into Minecraft blocks. So all I needed to do was get a 3D model of the man himself. What the heck? What is this? Oh my god. That ain't Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That's Tyrone the Pebble. But well, that didn't really go to plan. Instead of making the rock, all I managed to accomplish was making a random bald man. So I spent weeks demotivated and hopeless. How was I going to create my father figure, big man Dwayne Johnson, in Minecraft? Well, I did have one more idea. Now, if you know Wadzi, and you probably do, he's incredibly famous, then you'd know that he was able to create a massive 2D image of himself in his world using a pixel art generator. So I'm gonna be original and use the exact same thing. Okay, so if this is correct, we should... Oh my goodness, it's incredible. Wow, this actually turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to turn out. It looks so goofy from here. I just realised how long this is going to take to make. How did I even... this angle? I suppose I should get to work then. Now what I've done is I've saved him as a schematic. So, because we need to get him from this world into my hardcore world. And the way I'm going to do that is with schematics. Load this, and boom. Now it has a projection of where every block needs to be, as well as the material list. And oh, gee, that's not actually that bad. I mean, yeah, that's not actually that bad. So after huffing some intense copium due to the material list, I finally got the schematic into my world. And yeah, there he is. That is the man. So if I just get him a good angle, we can see what we're dealing with. Now, I guess the first order of business is to just clear out everything that's obstructing it. This looks like the very bottom, so I guess I can just start here and just make a line. It's not worth getting my beacon out for this since it's literally just one strip of blocks. This our boy Dwayne here is, he's not eaten in a while, so he's very thin. I'm just gonna make a little foundation for Dwayne to go on, just so he's not floating in the air. Polished granite. That is what we need the most of. We need 2.8 thousands. We hit the jackpot already, guys. I have 2,648 right now, which means the last trip to the caves should be this one. This should be enough. Next thing I need is jungle planks, which is perfect since I'm literally in a jungle. I'm actually gonna need a chest to put these in. Flipping heck. I need 1,805 jungle planks. So I need 8 stacks of jungle logs. And we have enough. Perfect. Alright, now that's the jungle planks done. Birch logs. I need 1,688 birch logs. That is 26 stacks. Oh, God. Alright, now that should be enough logs. And my oh my, this took way too long. See, I was gonna make a tree farm, but then I thought I might as well just go out and just mine the birch trees manually because I'm not the best at redstone. I actually forgot how you get brown dye. I'm gonna check that real quick. So it looks like you get brown dye from cocoa beans. And I live near a jungle, so it should be good. There should be enough to start a farm with. I got 54. I might put it next to my sheep farm. And let me just cut back until all of these are done. There we go. Now they're all done. I can farm these and get double the profit. I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley, so this is kind of logic I'm going off of right now. And we're technically farming Dwayne Johnson's core components right now. Just pure distilled Dwayne Johnson juice. I wonder how he would feel if he was watching this video right now. Probably be pretty concerned, and if someone made a video like this about me and said this type of stuff, I would be concerned too. I thought this video would be a good video because no one's done it before, but now I think I'm starting to see the reason why no one's done it before. Because it's just so weird. I'm actually gonna get a bunch more logs and then just make this farm bigger and bigger. Just because I want to make sure I have enough. You know? So you never have enough Dwayne Johnson in your life. I mean, cocoa beans, my bad. Oh, if you guys didn't know, this entire time I've been listening to SNES Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 8. So the entire time I'm just doing all of these monotonous tasks and building Dwayne Johnson. Just know that all I'm hearing is this. Alright, so we have quite a few cocoa beans, but I just really want to be sure that we have enough. Wouldn't it be funny if I combined all of these logs into just one massive long log that went up to the sky and just put the cocoa beans on it? Nah, I wouldn't do that. Do you know how inefficient it'd be, and it'd be so awkward to... I'll let the intrusive thoughts win, okay? So my plan is to just mine this massive tower. Just straight down the middle. Oh! And all of them will fall off. I need my shulker box. Okay, we should have enough for the brown dye now. You. Anyway, oh look, there's random leads on the floor. Oh, I'm so lucky. I just need some gravel and some sand. I should have some leftovers from the lot. Bro. Hey buddy, how are you doing? I just had a nice conversation with your friend. So pretty much what I told him was, that was lovely, mate. That was a lovely conversation I had with him there. Yet to leave in a hurry, mate. You know, yeah, he had to leave in a hurry. He was busy, you know. That was a nice conversation I had with him. Right, the next thing we need is acacia logs, and luckily I'm right next to a savanna, so that should be easy. Alright, so I managed to get all of the acacia logs that I need. But now that we're done with the main ones, we should have a bit more fun getting the rest of the materials. Alright, I need 700 oak planks. And guys, just a quick thing I want to say, just before we do anything else. And I know I might lose attention here because it's a talking part, but just listen to me right now. So, please, as much as you can, share this video, like it, and subscribe from this video. Just show it to all your friends. Because, well, this isn't for me. This is for you. And this is for Dwayne Johnson here too. You see, the more traction that this video gets, the more people will be able to marvel at this massive, magnificent man's face. And who wouldn't want that? If I was mining the normal way, this would be very, very painful to do. We need like 500 blocks of coal. But luckily I have a wither skeleton farm that I can get the coal from, so I can just wait up there for a bit and collect coal and then turn it into the blocks that we need. Now we just AFK here for a while. There we go. That's always so satisfying. Right, see you later guys. Nice knowing you. And now the last thing that we need is to get some wool. And the problem with that is my sheep farm is not very efficient. You can see my amazing, massive, super efficient sheep farm is nothing more than this. I know this is gonna take a while, so I'll just cut back until I have all the sheep. So I upgraded the sheep farm quite a bit. I extended it a bit more and I got more sheep. Somehow one of the sheep got into the cow pen. I have no clue. You know what? You can vibe here, bro. You can vibe here. Alright, I finally finished getting the materials, and now we can actually move on to building him. Mate, there is a reason this video took 2 months to come out. Because it drains my soul. Because if I do this, I can toggle each layer of it specifically. So I'm going to do it one layer at a time. Also, there's this thing called easy place mode. And if I turn it on, it will have all of the blocks. Like, I could just hold down right click, and it will just pick the block from my inventory that it needs. And it would actually do the orientation as well, so I don't actually need to do the scaffolding for the logs, which makes things so much easier. So without further ado, let's do an epic time lapse.
It's about drive, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture banging with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking name? What they gonna get though? Desecration, defamation. If you wanna bring it to the masses, face to face, now we escalating. When I have to butt boost the asses, mean on ya. Like a dream when I'm rumbling, you're gonna scream, mama. So bring drama to the king, Brahma. Come at you with extreme mana.
Oh my goodness. I built Dwayne Johnson in Minecraft Hardcore. And this is how.